Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I have to say, I really did enjoy the music of the original vanilla Binding of Isaac. It was pretty fantastic, and Danny B, unbelievably talented. I dig everything that guy does. I mean, honestly, a big reason that I ever went and played Super Meat Boy was just because Danny Baranowski did the music. Oh, he's fantastic. But, that being said, the music here in Rebirth is pretty awesome. I do kind of dig it. Okay, anyway, that was fun. Let's go try to finish up some of the challenges. So last time I finally finished Pitch Black. Darkness Falls is what I classify as being a really fun one, because it's everything that takes advantage of Eve. It is, and that came out wrong, maybe. We're not going to do that one. We'll come back to it. It's going to be a really fun one. It uses all of Eve's powers. Everything that makes her interesting and unique takes advantage of those things. So we're going to be doing the solar system here, and I'm off to a great start because I already took a freaking hit immediately. So, solar system. I am a floating severed head. I have the ability to fly, as you see by my bodiless head floating around here. And we have two orbital pretty flies. We have the red Distant Admiration attack fly, and we have the blue Forever Alone attack fly. They spin in opposite directions, and that's it. I can't shoot tigers. I'm blindfolded. We just have these orbital things. So I have varying levels of defense, and the goal is to not get wrecked by these jerks, and also to just use our flies for damage. That's all we're doing here. That's what we gotta do. This is going to be one of those challenges, so I have no way of putting out fires. I have no way of doing damage to poop. Again, we can just fly over it, so it doesn't matter. And this is going to be one of those challenges where there are not going to be any item rooms. That last challenge, the one that I was doing again for the second time, the not Darkness Falls, Pitch Black, I think it was called. That's kind of the odd one out with regards to challenges, because there were item rooms, but there were not any shops. And that's different from, every other challenge in the game. So yeah, there's going to be a shop. That's going to be the shop right there to the left. Don't have enough cash to really make it worthwhile, so I'm not going to bother going in there. We will go check out the boss, who's the Duke of Flies, which is interesting because I can absolutely wreck the Duke of Flies with my own attack flies because he's so freaking slow. That was awesome. We got Pageant Boy, which just spawns a bit of cash. I'm not going to use my key to get into the shop. I am, though. I am, aren't I? That's what's going to happen. We're going to use my bomb, and we're going to try to find the secret room and hope that it gives us cash, and it did not. Dang it. I was hoping it would just be the stupid 3 cents, which 90% of the time is garbage and you hate it and it's worthless, and you're like, why did I waste a bomb getting into the secret room? It's just 3 freaking cents. A bomb's worth more money than that. But no, that would have let us actually get to 15 and visit the shop and be able to buy whatever the shop had to offer, and that didn't happen, so. Alright. Carrying on. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of this. A lot of hanging out on rocks and making sure I use the angles of my attack fly to kill things. I'm going to try to use the blue fly more than the red one, purely because the blue one's further away and therefore I'm less likely to take damage. I think avoiding damage is more important than doing damage in this run. I think that's what I really got to kind of keep in the back of my mind here. And timing. Timing is the most important thing. As you saw there, moving in after that enemy had attacked. Oh yeah, also, by the way, I have one other item. I forget about it. I don't know what it actually is. It's that weird... No, it's not the noose. So we have... So anyway, sorry. Complete sentences. Whew, let's try this again. So my items that I have there. Pageant Boy is the crown on the far right. That's what we just got for beating the boss. So that's not a thing we started with. Item on the far left, the 2 flies. That's the halo of flies. That's the 2 flies that are orbiting Isaac the closest. The thing that's just to the right of those that looks like the noose is the noose. It lets me fly. And then there's one of those other 2 flies is Distant Admiration, and the other one is Forever Alone. I forget which is which. I'm guessing it's in the order that I said them. Maybe. I have no idea. But we have some other weird effect where any actual fly enemies that we encounter in the rooms will turn into blue follower flies. That's why we have this ring of those blue flies. Like, there were flies that spawned in the room, and they immediately became good and joined our cause. So that's the other, like, interesting... Oh, doctor. Other interesting aspect of this run is actual fly enemies we don't have to worry about because they will join my team. It's pretty sweet, actually. Alright, used a bomb, got a bomb. I was hoping for a soul heart. That's okay, because getting a bomb is still... Oh, dang it. That was me just being an idiot, not getting through the door on time. But, that worked out. Maybe interested in opening the 2-key door there, but not, like, it's not super important. We're just gonna reset that room and try it again. Oh, dang it. That was a bad idea. Anyway, Monstro. Yeah, so timing, I think, is more important than anything else. Knowing when you can get close enough to use your attack flies, or in, like, the case of Monstro, actually hitting him with both flies at the same time, that seems really, really good. I need to be patient on this run. Like, I absolutely just need to be slow, methodical, and patient. That's what I gotta do. That white half of a heart there, that's an eternal heart. I've talked about it at length every time I picked one up, but it will give me a full extra heart container if we still have it when we get to the next floor, which is what just happens. Now I have 4 health instead of only 3. Okay, so this is a weird room because usually these enemies can't actually hit you if you... Good grief. Alright, you know what? Never mind. Just pretend I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. What are you talking about? I don't care. We'll just take all the hits. Whatever. Don't care. Done with that room. This room is awful. Catacombs? Awful. I hate the catacombs. It's like the worst place in the world. Why am I even playing this game? I hate this game. This game is so dumb. I should go play, I don't know, something else. Anything else. Shadow of Mordor was fun. I should maybe go play that again. No. So, oh my gosh. These bats are awful because they charge. Any enemy that can charge me in this game, I just hate by default. Because they're awful and they charge. It's all falling apart, everybody. It's all falling apart again. I'm gonna go into the curse room because... Gosh darn it. Oh, that's the end of that round. Let's do another. Just... let's pretend that didn't happen. Hey, everybody, good evening. Welcome back to the Binding of Isaac. Ladies and gentlemen, all that stuff. I will beat this challenge eventually. It will happen. I just need to be more patient. I need to be a bit more careful. What on earth is still alive in here? Oh, there you are. I honestly do believe the key to this challenge is patience. Just be slow, patient. Timing is important. You gotta line up your attack flies. You gotta make sure that you're safe when you're trying to get your attack fly on enemies. You don't want to do something silly like, oh, my attack fly is moving, and like move yourself into danger to keep the attack flies on the enemies. Like, that's something that I am 100% guilty of, and I need to get out of that habit. Like, I'm not going to cross those rocks. We're just going to use my attack flies on the other side of the rocks to kill the enemy. Just need to be careful. Is this... Okay, Curse of the Maze. So it's a maze, but it's not like an XL floor or anything. I will use a bomb to get at that tinted rock, because we could maybe get a soul heart, or even better, we could get 2, and that was so good. Oh, it's so good. Alright, we're gonna deal with this one, because that's the angle that my flies are in. Gonna focus on using the blue fly. Just need to keep making sure that I'm articulating my plan, because otherwise I will screw up. I would love to kill the little Gemini first. It's unlikely. But that guy is such a hassle to deal with even when you have tears. I don't know if he'd be possible to deal with when I don't have tears. So I'm gonna really use this opportunity to try to kill little Gemini first. Okay, that worked. Holy crap, that worked. I didn't think that would actually work. Big Gemini, not so difficult afterwards. Okay, all right. Damage up and range up, neither of which matters because I can't shoot tears, so range and damage don't freaking matter. Curse of the Maze give me weird effects here. These extra blue attack flies, though, that we're picking up, not bad. Also, holy crap, when did I get 17 cents? Did I, like, pick up a dime and not even realize it? So we can go to the shop for free. That's a thing. Oh, man, this is a tough decision. So this item here for 15 cents is the converter, I think it's called. It will convert 2 blue soul hearts into a single new red heart container, which is interesting because the red heart containers can be like refilled, they can be restored. However, I could also just straight up take a soul heart and have 1 extra heart, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to take a bomb as well because it's only 3 cents. And I had no bombs and now have a bomb. So we can use that bomb. Tears down, doesn't matter. Ooh, I can see forever. Gives us access to the secret rooms. That's actually really good. Gives us access to both secret rooms, which is really good. Having a single bomb is better than having no bombs because of the virtue of just having a bomb. No, but more specifically, it's because now if I encounter a tinted rock, I have a bomb that I can use to blow it up and hopefully get like a soul heart or something. Whole bunch of red hearts. Not super worth it. I guess I have the golden key. It gives me infinite keys on this floor. So as many keys, I can unlock anything I want for free. So yeah, we're gonna, oh my gosh, thank you. We're gonna, oh man. Why is this not like a regular run? There's the seed. Take the seed. Do this as like a regular run. And hopefully you get those items. Oh my gosh. Max's head, which is just a straight up damage increase. And the Mask of Infamy, which causes me to take less damage when I take it from the front, I think. I don't know whether I take less damage or I occasionally only take, like, no damage. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how the Mask of Infamy works. I'm usually too focused on the game and, like, not dying to pay attention to it. I'll probably figure it out when I watch some more other Let's Players play. Oh, bad trip. That sucks. Arcade. We will be revisiting the arcade. Just straight up. Also, really weird room. I would love it if I had tears, because I could put those fires out and get maybe more items. I have no tears. I have no way of putting out fires. I can get no items. Remember, patience is key. Patience, very important. Gotta be patient. Patient, patient, patient. Only attack those weird, like, Diglett sort of enemies that were popping up after they have shot. Like, that's just kind of the #1 thing I gotta remember. We'll visit the boss, and then after we defeat Monstro, we'll come back and explore the rest of the room. Monstro, really easy. Championship Monstro. No less easy than any others. Like, seriously, super duper easy. Gosh, freaking darn it. Jesus Juiced. Really pretty good item. Increases your damage and also the number of tears you can fire per second. really, really good if you have tears, which I don't, so that sucks. Okay. This is missing page 2, which I don't remember what it does. And then this is the Book of Sin, which when you use it, it gives you a random... I don't know what they're called. A random item drop? Northern Lion calls them consumables. Does that mean they're actually called consumables? Probably not, if I know Northern Lion's naming convention. But it would give me, like, a coin, or a bomb, or a key, or a pill, or maybe a rune, or a tarot card, or, like, card against humanity. Like, any sort of item that can drop, I guess. Not like an actual... I don't know how to describe them. Like the items that you can pick up, like damage upgrades, Cricket's Head, Mask of Infamy, those sorts of things. It's not one of those. It's one of the other things. There you go. Incredibly specific terms from King's Ransom. You're welcome. I'm so good at describing things. It should be my job. I will use one of my bombs here to see if that's a secret room, which it is. Goodness. Oh, game. Damn you, game. I have no way of destroying the golden poop. Which sucks. Again, seriously, if you have Binding of Isaac, play the seed, because this is going to be a good one. You get some good crap from the seed. Golden Poop would have given us a boatload of cash when we destroyed it, which means that we could have gotten into the shop. Like, we potentially, very, very, very likely, could have gotten the 15 cents and gone into the shop and bought whatever's in the shop. There is still hope, however. So there are 2 half hearts in the boss room. 1, 2 that we can pick up. There is a half heart here. Oh my gosh, we got the blood bag. That's what I wanted. That is everything I wanted from life. We'll do this. 2 bombs, then a key. You know what? Don't mind if I do. So... that was the best possible outcome. I can't believe that just happened. Oh, mom's purse. Or mom's coin purse. Like 4 random pills or something? Sure. Why the hell not? You know, whatever. We'll gamble. I don't care. I can see forever. I'll probably save I can see forever for the next floor. Luck down. That is not a big deal. Bombs are key. Doesn't matter because we had 4 of each. I can see forever will let us access both the secret room and the top secret room. We already found one of them on this floor, so I don't really care. I'll pick up Jesus Juice, because why the hell not? Oh, man. Jesus Juice. Pretty gosh darn good item, if I do say so. You know, if you're not on a challenge, it can actually shoot freaking tears. Alright. Used I can see forever. We will be able to get into both secret rooms when we find them for free. No bombs required, nothing like that, which is awesome. The world will give us a full map of the floor. I think it's the map and compass effect. I think it might also show off the regular secret room, but not... Oh, that was dumb. That worked, though. I mean, I meant to do that. Wanted to speed up that floor, that room, deal with all the... Gosh darn it. I'm such a... Oh, I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at this challenge. I think the world lets us see the secret room, so it's kind of dumb to use it on a floor where you've also already used I Can See Forever. Gosh darn it. I didn't... there was no other way for me to end that, so that's okay, because we got another black card, so hooray! Yeah, the world, next floor. Gonna save it for the next one. This is awesome, because I can just, like, hang out on rocks and not even deal with these jokers. Yeah, look at that. That worked. And then we got a bomb. That's good, because I'm going to use it right there on the tinted rock in the top left corner. That gives us a soul heart. Hooray! That's so good. We'll fight Gertie, and this freaking sucks. It's regular Gertie. If this were the Elite Championship Edition Gertie, this would be so much better to be fighting with this particular setup. Because the Elite Gertie can only summon enemies, it can't actually shoot. So it would just be that much less for me to worry about. But, by the same token, our attack flies are going to do work here against Gertie. I mean, they have to. It's the only thing we have. It's the only thing that can do work. But, my Halo flies, I am so amazed that they have blocked, like, every Gertie shot that I totally should have taken, and to be perfectly honest, would have deserved, because I was so careless in that fight. Placenta, HP up, so just more health, you know, that's not bad. And then regeneration, so it, I don't know, I haven't figured out exactly how Placenta works. I think it's just like a time-based thing, like over time, like after every couple of seconds you will regenerate a half a heart. Either way, regardless, it causes me to periodically regenerate a half a heart, which is amazing. So secret room, 2 keys, sure, why not? I'm gonna go through all of this. Oh, this sucks. There is no item room, so no free item on the floor. However, there is a shop. Shop is very worthwhile for visiting. It can very greatly enhance my ability to not lose, regardless of my suckage here. It's worth visiting every floor. That's where I'm going with this. Or every room. Every room on the floor. Look down. That's bad. Mystery pill. Lemon party. That's amazing. But just blew it there, so we'll do this room, which gives me Gimpy. Hey, what's going on, Gimpy? Sweet suffering. It's like, so good. So I am now a hovering, blindfolded Gimp mask. Feel like there's social commentary that can be made there. It's pretty awesome. So periodically, when I get hurt, the sweet suffering means I will just like be given a soul heart. Like, hey, a soul heart will spawn on the ground because you took damage. You suffered. Oh, and it was so sweet. And I don't know anything about that. I've never used a Gimp mask, and I don't even know what that is. I don't have a safety word or anything. I'm surprised Isaac doesn't have a safety word. Anyway, that got kind of bizarre. Let's get the hell out of here. Go talk about something else. Whew. Have another shot of whiskey. It apparently makes me better at Isaac. Anyway, I should have taken so much damage there. Oh my gosh. Halo flies, any sort of orbitals. I will maintain this. Orbital items, the items that are like really, really close to Isaac that circle around him. Those 2 flies, Halo flies. So amazingly good. Like, unbelievably useful. I love them. They are my favorites. Go in here, a couple of pills, another mystery, hematemesis, which is really interesting. If there were a boss, we'll use I Can See Forever. I'll take my 3 hearts back. Still short a heart. Hematemesis is, it's really unpronounceable. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I don't know where to put the emphasis. That's the gist of that. Okay, hey! Gimpy gave me a soul heart. Thank you, because I took way too much damage there and I'm kind of embarrassed. Hematemesis, which I really mean to look up and figure out how the hell it's pronounced one of these days. Okay, by the way, that gulping sound, sorry, I know, I'm all over the place. Just, you should be used to it by now. That gulping sound was me recovering HP from placenta. Hematemesis, really interesting because it drops you down to a single red heart, regardless of how much HP you have. And it just spawns like a seemingly random amount of red heart items on the ground. It's really, really handy if you want to get into one of the boss arena rooms. Because you can only get into one of those rooms if you have 1 red heart or less HP. And Hematemesis drops you down to only a single red heart, so ta-da, you can get into those. But it spawns a whole bunch of red heart containers, so you can recover those after your ordeal. So it's really good, especially if you're on a floor and there is no arcade, or generally if there's no blood bank for you to donate your HP. And like if you have soul hearts. So if you have a bunch of soul hearts, that'll just drop you, like, it's good, it's good. It's very circumstantial, but in those particular circumstances, it's amazing. And Halo of Flies, I was counting on you, buddy. Hooray, Flatworm! It affects our tiers that we don't have, so I don't really care. At all. I don't care at all. I am so not caring, it's offensive. Also, just now realized I forgot to use my world card. Gosh darn it. So, Champion Chub, super freaking fast. I hate this Chub. We're just gonna do this. I don't care. You know what? HP, it's there to be consumed, right? And Gimpy will give us more. Freaking darn it, what are you doing, game? Tears up and shot speed up. I can't benefit from either of those. Why do you do this? These enemies are jerks. They're not awful. This one is awful. The wandering around one. So I used I Can See Forever. That's why we can get into the secret room here without paying a bomb. I Can See Forever will have also given me the ability to find the top secret room. Or the super secret room. I don't know. You can call it whatever the hell you want. You know what I mean. And that'll just happen if I walk into a room that is adjacent to it. So, this floor is officially worth... Gosh darn it. Officially worth exploring because of that thing I just said. Because we can get into the other secret room. And... Oh, maybe I already did? I don't know. We're gonna use 2 bombs getting here. That's fine. I have so many bombs. And it should be, yeah, so it's the rest and recover, and you get all your HP back. You sleep in the bed there. And there's a picture of, like, Isaac down here, and Poop up here, and a couple of hangmen, and a fly. And I don't know what the one on the top left is. Is it like a butt? I have no idea. I don't know. But I have lost no HP, so I cannot recover any HP, so we're going to use the bomb, and this will either be like the Legend of Zelda sort of like 2-dimensional go down and get an item room, or it might take us down to the next floor altogether and we get a item. And it's the fish head. Fish head is not awful, in my opinion. Like, it's okay. It's a decent item. But there are so many other better trinkets, and honestly, I'm kind of digging the left hand that we got here. So, the Sorry, I was just checking to see what floor we're on. Caves 2. Let's explain the things with the stuff. So the fish head, whenever you take damage, you spawn a random blue attack fly, maybe a couple. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's random. I think it might be like 1 to 3 random attack flies or something, a small number. You spawn a small number of these blue attack flies, and I don't mean the blue Forever Alone that's kind of orbiting me in a counterclockwise fashion, or the red Distant Admiration that's orbiting me in a clockwise fashion. It's the other blue fly, that one that's kind of just hanging out and following me. And it will be kamikaze, it will hunt its way towards an enemy and blow up, and it doesn't actually explode, but it'll go crash into any sort of enemy whenever we encounter one. So fish head, whenever I get hit, we would spawn one or maybe a couple of those. That's okay. It's decent. I'm going to use the world here, my tarot card that I've been holding. Oh my gosh. I hate this room. I hate these enemies. We're only on the depths. That's weird. So it'll do that. It'll do whatever thing I just was talking about. I mean, like, it's not awful. It's more flies. They're an extra source of... What on earth? Hang on. I'm perplexed because killing enemies is giving me additional attack flies, and that doesn't seem right. I have no idea what item I might have that's causing that to happen. Anyway, if I got hit, I would spawn one of those attack flies. That's what that does. Yeah, let's go into the curse room. We only take damage on the way out, not on the way... Oh my god. I'm not going to take that right now. I know it's kind of a waste because I'll take more damage, but I might come back for the dead cat. Anyway, I totally forgot what I was saying. Abundance. Oh my god, that is an amazing rune. This is like one of the best items in the game, I think, if you use it right, conditionally, depending on just like what's going on with your Isaac. Such a good item. Yeah, so I explained what the fish head does. I didn't take the fish head because I inherently dislike items that only activate when you take damage, because that seems stupid. Ideally, if you're good at video games, which I'm kind of not, you should not be taking damage in this game. Oh my god, I say as I just like take so much damage. I'm gonna wait for my blue fly. I'm gonna hang out here. Blue attack fly, red attack fly. Either of you, please kill something for me. Oh my god. Okay, alright, well. I'm trying to carry on like 6 conversations here, and it's I'm so bad at this game. I'm so sad. Alright, green one first. We're gonna deal with the green one first. Tears down, that's bad. So fish head. Yes. Explained? Sure. The left hand, which is the item that or the trinket that I have in the bottom left hand corner. I didn't mean to come in here. That was a mistake. Misplay on my part. The left hand causes every treasure chest that we encounter from now on to be a red chest instead of either a golden chest or a regular boring gray chest. Or, I guess, the new amazing... Oh my god, there we go. There it is. That's it. This is it. Oh, or is this it? Hang on. Sorry. Every chest, red chest, instead of whatever it is instead. Red chests are interesting. They're a huge risk. Either an amazing, apparently only a guppy item. I don't know. Is that like a new, like we've got a crap ton of guppy items. Guppy's the cat, by the way. We have his head in the top left corner. I just picked up his tail, which Isaac normally would have wrapped around himself like a belt. Every chest is a red chest. Red chests are a gamble. They can give soul hearts. They can give blue friendly spiders that will hunt down enemies, kind of like the blue attack flies that hunt down enemies. Like, really good. They can give 2 of the normal boring, just like, hey, we're gonna blow up explodey troll bombs. Or they can give 1 of the, hey, I'm gonna hunt you down because I'm a jerk, troll bombs. The super troll bombs, the super mega ultimate troll bombs. This sucks. I'm gonna take so much damage in this room just because this room sucks. Unless I can get my fly at the right angle. Damn it. Yeah, I dig red chests. They are a bit of a gamble. They're a lot of a gamble. Oh my god, we get another abundance. This is nuts. What was... Okay, here, hang on, sorry. There are so many different, like, threads of thought and conversation that I am so unbelievably distracted and unable to play this game and also complete a thought. Oh, God. We'll use Guppy's head. I should have used that, honestly, in the last room and the room before that. Oh, there's a lot going on. Left hand, I really dig it. I think red chests are a tremendous gamble, but I also think the red chests are worth the gamble. I think they pay out fantastically. And they can also pay out with Guppy items. Like Guppy's head that I have that gives us a couple of those random, like, hunt enemies down and destroy them attack flies. They're good. I like them. Guppy items will let us become Guppy. We can transform. Guppy causes you to, whenever you shoot an enemy and hit them with your tears, it'll spawn extra attack flies for you. Also, whenever you get hit, it will spawn extra attack flies for you. Also, it will let you fly. Now, that's the Guppy transformation in a nutshell. However, this is not a normal run. Sorry, I gotta go through this slowly. Oh my god, I took so much damage. This is awful. I gotta go through this slowly. We're gonna use Jera. We're gonna get twice as much cash. And we're gonna get a free deal with the devil. Guppy transformation. So if I go back into the curse rune and I pick up 9 lives, I will transform into Guppy. Is the Guppy transformation worth it? Ability to fly. I already have it. Spawn flies when I shoot tears at enemies. I can't shoot tears. That's 2/3 of Guppy not worth it. Spawn flies whenever I get hit. Well, we could have already done that if I had taken the fish head trinket, which I didn't. So that would be a change, but I don't think it's worth it. And that's the tears down pill, which is useless. And placenta give me more HP because thank you, placenta. I'm so bad at video games. So Guppy transformation, is it worth it? At face value, yes. However, the other item I would have to pick up would be going back into the curse room up there through the spike, so I would take damage once, like I would lose half a heart. But picking up 9 lives, it would give me 9 lives. So that's kind of a silly tautology. It would give me 9 lives. So whenever I die, I would lose a life and I would come back and it would be amazing and fun and hooray. But I would only have a single red heart when I came back to life. so I would not be able to take many hits and keep going. So like that kind of sucks a fair bit, a lot. I mean, if we're going to be blunt. Also, the moment I pick up 9 lives, all my red hearts get reduced down to only a single red heart. That's significant. I would lose a lot of HP and a lot of the ability to potentially recover my HP. In light of all of those things I've been talking about for the last few minutes, because I have had a fair bit to drink and it takes me a lot of time to articulate my thoughts, do I think the Guppy transformation is worth it? Answer, hell no. Not by a long shot. Not right now. Because we're in a challenge, no way in hell. Also Tinted Rock. However, if we were doing a normal run, which presumably would be the same floor layout and same items, I don't know. I don't know how a seed from a challenge would work in a normal game seed, like if you did a thing. Honestly, I might do my first seeded run with this seed just to check it out and see how it works. Normal run? Hell yes. It would absolutely so unbelievably amazingly be worth it, especially with the goat head and Jesus juice and like the Mask of Infamy and Placenta and Max's head, and oh my god, we've gotten so many amazing items if I actually shot tears. It would be so incredibly, unbelievably worth it. And I can't believe I just took damage there because I'm such an idiot. But in this particular challenge, where I can't shoot tears, absolutely not worth it. Not in the least. Ghost Baby? Oh my god. I would not normally take Ghost Baby. However, it now gives me a way to shoot tears at things. It is sad how worthwhile Ghost Baby has become. I'm sad and embarrassed by how little I hesitated to pick that thing up. Kind of. Not really. So I'm gonna buy Magic Fingers. Better than Guppy's head? Yeah, better than Guppy's head, I think. We'll see. I have a bunch of cash. We'll see how this goes. It's a weird run. Again, I just need to be super, super patient. Gotta make very, very careful strategic use of the attack flies. And also Ghost Baby, who is now my BFF. Ghost Baby, in case you weren't aware or couldn't figure out by what's going on here, it's a familiar. It follows me. When I hit the shoot button, it will shoot, but it's on kind of a slow rate of fire that is not affected by my own rate of fire. Its damage, I believe, is not impacted by my own damage. Ghost Baby can shoot over rocks and things, like that. Just like that. Just like that. Which makes him maybe a little more useful than some of the other familiars. I don't know why he's not shooting over rocks now. That confuses me. That's weird. I mean, normally he's mediocre at best, not phenomenal. Not by a long shot. Better than some of the other baby familiars like Brother Bobby or Sister Maggie. I think purely because he can shoot over rocks and other obstacles. Sometimes. That's so weird. That's so bizarre. He's kind of glitched out. Anyway, the only reason I took him, the only reason I think he's worthwhile is because I have absolutely no way of shooting tears on my own. So having anything that can shoot that I can control, I think is a benefit over having not anything that I can shoot. Magic fingers, so... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. That was dumb. Drop my controller. Magic fingers does that thing that you just saw it do. Oh my gosh. Key judgment. Or key bag. Oh. This game really wants me to become Guppy. So, Guppy's collar. Hooray! It gives us 1 extra life? Question mark? So we're now Guppy, by the way. I picked that up. Guppy item number 3. We are now Guppy, so we get all those benefits that I rattled off. However, we don't have 9 lives. I didn't lose all my red heart containers. Placenta just gave me another heart container. Sorry, this is going really slow. What is our time? Forever. Okay. So we're now Guppy. That is a thing. As a very quick aside, I think Guppy, like being Guppy, might cause me to spawn an attack fly whenever my spectral ghost baby hits an enemy with his tears. Which, honestly, that negates like a huge chunk of the negatives that I was talking about earlier with regards to becoming Guppy. Specifically, not having tears, which I now indirectly do. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. Key judgment, gonna give him all my tears. The key beggar. Give him all my tears. Why did I say that? I am gonna have another shot of whiskey. Key beggar here. Takes our keys. Will occasionally, like, for every, I don't know. It's random. He takes our keys. He will randomly spawn chests. And they can be regular chests. They can be red chests. They can be the golden locked chests that require keys. Because I have the left hand trinket, bottom left hand corner, he will only spawn red chests because the left hand trinket means only red chests can spawn. And holy crap, we're getting a payout here. We'll go a few more keys. I only actually need to keep 1 for the next floor. Oh, 9 lives, game. Why do you want me to take 9 lives so bad? I am not going to take 9 lives. As I mentioned, it causes me to have 9 lives, but only have a single HP for each of those lives. And boy, to say that I don't think that's worth it, that is like understatement of the century. It would let me transform into Guppy if I had 2 other Guppy items, and I've already transformed into Guppy, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't care. Don't give a crap. So, the gate. This is one of the new Rebirth bosses. It's kind of a jerk. We're going to be perfectly honest here. We'll give him a bomb or 2. He spawns those hoppers, or sorry. I think hoppers are the more mundane version. These are leapers. They'll periodically leap at me. And then when they land, they shoot the tears in the 4 cardinal directions. That sucked. The whole thing sucked. The boss was more or less completely 100% immobile. So flies, the other things, those things that are spinning around me, like, good enemy to use those against. That boss, like, because it spawned the leapers, bad news. We gotta deal with the devil. Cat of Nine Tails, shot speed up, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Deal with the devil, doesn't matter. We were already here. We already took the ghost baby. Whatever, doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep saying doesn't matter because it doesn't freaking matter. Worked out. It was okay. Magic fingers, the item that I traded my Guppy head for. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do it. Damn it. Huh. The magic fingers up there. Speedball. Speed up and shot speed up. Shot speed up. Again, doesn't matter because I don't have any freaking shots that I can shoot. So dumb. Blood bag might be, or IV bag. That, whatever that thing is, might be useful if I want to play the other blood bank donation machine here. We'll come back for it. There's strategery. Don't worry about it. Actually, there's a boss room immediately outside of where we're at, so oh man, this might be really dumb. So, magic fingers, I'll talk about it when I actually get around to using it. It's decent if you have enough cash. Anyway, IV bag. When I use it, I will lose a half a heart and I will gain like a random penny or two or nickel or something on the ground. It'll spawn. It's just like hitting a blood bank. Like, it's exactly like hitting a blood bank, except it's a usable item. However, when I take damage from either of these two things, I have a very, very brief period of being invincible. I can use them in conjunction with one another, like that, to hit both of them and gain the benefit of both of them while only losing a single half of a red heart. Like that. And we get a bunch of cash. The beggars, so we saw the HP beggar, he takes our HP. The regular beggar, he takes our cash. And can maybe pay out with either random consumables, you know, keys, bombs, and Alga's room. Is that the new one that we just unlocked? Resistance? It's interesting. And blood bag, that's what I wanted. HP up, which you have a random chance of getting from the totally sweet and amazing blood banks. And now the blood bag is not worth using. I was only using it to get double the cash from like playing the blood bank. Dessert. Oh, HP up. So much HP up. So good about that. Algas. I don't know what that does. I think I want to save that for either the mom fight or the mom's heart fight. I have no idea what resistance does. If I had to guess, King's Ransom, guess, what do you think resistance does this game? I would guess it lets me resist things. We're gonna use magic fingers to do some damage. No, I would guess that it causes me to take less damage from things, so I'm either immune to the next hit or the next couple of hits, or maybe I'm guaranteed to only take a half a heart of damage instead of whatever else I might take, damage-wise. Which would be really, really, no, really useful in the womb and beyond. This sucks! Damn it. I hate these enemies. I hate this room. This room sucks. Bad trip, not gonna use you. Yeah, resistance, that's, oh my gosh, why am I taking so much damage? Let's use my magic fingers. I think Mask of Infamy just blocked damage there. I think that's why my character glows white briefly. Because that's a thing that just happened. I hate polycephalus, by the way. And I just, like, broke my #1 rule for dealing with polycephalus, which is don't lose track of where the freaking boss goes, because otherwise you're going to take so much damage from him. I'm all over the place. Magic Fingers, spend a coin, 1 penny out of my however much money I have, and do a chunk of damage to every enemy that is visible on screen. And I say visible on screen because I just learned apparently when Polycephalus is underground, it does not take damage from my attack. We will check out the shop. Boomerang, not super useful because I can fly. Battery not useful because my Magic Fingers doesn't need to be recharged. Heart not useful because I'm not missing a full heart of HP. Bomb not useful because I have 5 biggity bombs already. So we will just get out of here. Any tinted rocks in this room? Doesn't look like it. So I'm going to say no. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what the... I already went in there. It was such a wasted amount of damage. I have no idea for sure what the resistance rune actually does. I am completely... I'm very curious. I would love to actually learn its effect, because I think that would be useful in the future. Damn it, Guppy's Paw. Magic Fingers, really good for clearing out rooms like that one, where I just don't feel like dealing with whatever crap the game's gonna throw at me. I can't believe I took damage there. Guppy's Paw, I am most likely gonna go back for it for the same reason that I used Guppy's Paw in the previous video, where I finally beat the Pitch Black challenge. And we'll talk about that if and when and when, because seriously, come on now. It happens. Because it's totally going to happen, because I'm so bad at this game. I take so much stupid, pointless damage. There we go. Oh, damn it. And by the way, those white, neutral, boring corn poop flies do damage me, regardless of whether or not they're actually like aggressive flies. They will still damage me. Okay. Let's do more rooms before fighting Mom, because we're on Acropolis 2, and that means we're going to be fighting the Mom. Halo Flies doing a surprising amount of work there, saving me from taking like really, really stupid damage. 3 attack spiders. That's awesome. I love the attack spiders. Let's check here for the secret room. Please be there. Dang it. I'm paying so little attention to like my own positioning in this game. It's kind of embarrassing. All right, use 1 bomb, got 3. Secret room, not super useful. Oh, crap. Never mind. Oh my gosh, why did it... I can't believe I took damage there. That's such like a dumb thing to do. Masks and hearts. Kill the heart, the mask goes away. When the mask sees you, like you're on kind of the same cardinal direction as the mask, it charges you. And they are one of the worst enemies in the known universe. Jera Abundance. So... Abundance is good. It's useful. What was in our shop? I'm sorry. I am like 80% sure that it was not a useful item that I actually cared about, but I have already completely forgotten. Oh, boomerang. That's right. Sorry, there's a lot going on in my head right now. Although mostly it's, hey, let's take another drink of whiskey. Okay, so Resistance Rune is new. I don't actually know what it does. I have no idea what it does. I honestly don't know. I don't know. Jera, Abundance. It doubles whatever drops are on the ground. So, if I use Jera right now, it would cause this Algus rune to duplicate. So there would be 2 Algus runes here. Like, okay, that's cool. If you use it in a room where there's like a bunch of really good pills or really awesome tarot cards, or like, hey, I need keys and there's 6 keys on the ground, you could double it and hey, now I have 12 keys. Like, it's really good. Like Spirit Hearts or Soul Hearts, if there's a couple on the ground, Black Hearts, it'll double any of those items. So good. But we don't have anything on the ground that I really want to duplicate, mostly because I've been picking them up as I go. Only rooms we have not finished on this floor. Boss room and the boss arena room. Boss arena we can only get into if I have a single red heart. So I could use the IV bag here, get a crap ton of cash, which is why I wanted to know what was in the shop, because I could buy it for sure. But get a crap ton of cash and then drop myself down to only a single heart, which seems kind of really scary. I mean, let's be perfectly honest. That's scary as hell, only having a single red heart and nothing else. Especially with this challenge. However, I could use Guppy's Paw and turn some of these red hearts into soul hearts. I like the idea of using Guppy's Paw to turn red hearts into soul hearts. Especially since we have to go through the womb to finish the challenge here. So I'm going to take Guppy's Paw instead of the magic fingers, because it will be more useful by a long shot in the womb. Specifically. Now, if I had wanted to actually buy whatever was in the shop for 15 cents, I absolutely would have done that thing I just said. Use... Okay. By the way, this is going to be like a really intense fight. I'm going to try to focus on it. I really don't want to die here. But that's Guppy's Paw. Guppy's Paw, super useful for whatever I want to do, and I should really be using the Ghost Baby more often than never. Because damage is damage. Anyway, trying to complete the thought. This sucks. End of thought. Thought completed. So in the womb, anything that hits us will take a full heart of damage instead of a... Oh man. Instead of only taking a half a heart. So, if something hits us and we lose a heart, using Guppy's Paw will erase that single red heart and give us 3 soul hearts. So, I'm going to be using Guppy's Paw to mitigate the damage that I take in the womb. I'm going to use Ceremonial Robes here because it gives us a crap ton of soul hearts, which is awesome. Soul hearts, black hearts, Same thing. Poor Isaac. Having his wiener laughed at. All he was trying to do was ask out that girl. This sucks. Blackheart saved me a little bit. Hematemesis, again, only really useful, I think, if you want to go into a boss arena room. None of those things was good. I don't like those 2 pills. Algiz, don't know what it does. Resistance, again. Gosh, freaking darn it. It makes me think that it's going to cause me to either be immune to damage or take less damage, which means, regardless of what it actually does, I'm going to save it for our fight against Mom's Heart. Because anything that can block damage, super good in my book. In the womb. Amazing for the womb. Polycephalus, kind of irritating, kind of really irritating. It's interesting. I do absolutely acknowledge how pretentious this sounds, but I'm gonna go ahead and be a pretentious asshole and say it anyway. I don't think Polycephalus is difficult. His patterns are very simple, very predictable. However, because Polycephalus can disappear, I do think he's an irritating boss to fight. I don't think he's a difficult boss to fight. And yes, pretentious asshole, I get it, I know, whatever. Chubb, relatively easy boss. I'm gonna keep taking hits because I'm trying to handicap myself or something. Gosh. Also, I keep... I'm such an idiot. Just leave it at that. I am such an idiot. The end. Ooh, monstros. To complete that thought that I had earlier, in this particular challenge, as with so many other challenges, like, I acknowledge and understand and have accepted the fact that I cannot shoot any tears from my own character, from Isaac in this case. So I'm really, really used to not hitting any of the shoot tears buttons. Right? Like, I mean, makes sense. I can't shoot tears, so why should I even try to shoot tears? More worthwhile to focus my limited brain power on just navigating and avoiding damage and using my attack flies. However, in this very particular instance, I have Ghost Baby, who shoots tears, but only if I hit the shoot tears button. So I should really be taking advantage of him, and I'm not, and I feel really dumb for not taking advantage of my Ghost Baby. And oh my god, these enemies are my least favorite enemies in the game. I know, I've said that the skeleton enemies that throw bones are my least favorite enemy in the game. And they're up there, but holy crap. Full health. It would be so good, but it's such a waste right now. Holy crap, these enemies that pop out of the ground like that and shoot at me, those mole things, I like them the least because they're so unpredictable. I feel like it's really unfair when I get hit by them because they can pop out of the ground like under me and then also immediately shoot me and do extra damage. I don't like them. Also, if you are not aware of such things, very, very similar to the Northern Lion, my only frame of reference for life in general is Pokemon. So I compare everything to Pokemon. So those mole enemies that I don't like that I was talking about earlier, yeah, they're Digletts. They look like Digletts. I mean, they probably act like Digletts. I don't know. I've never seen a Diglett in real life. Have you? I mean, okay, so there was that one time, but I mean, I'm not supposed to talk about that. Yeah, they're basically Digletts. And I hate saying this. I really do. I really honestly feel bad for saying this, and I apologize. I'm so sorry. But my two least favorite enemies in this game are Digletts and Cabones. I'm sorry. I won't say it again. I'm so sorry. I really honestly don't mean to be using the Northern Lion vernacular for things in this game, but that's what's up. I'm taking so much stupid damage. I feel so bad. Ooh, pills. Mystery pill. Sure. Are you a wizard? Doesn't matter because I can't shoot tears. Sure, we'll take both of them. I can see forever. Sure, it doesn't matter because I don't care. Gosh darn it. So. Oh my gosh. So, I'm bad at video games. I'm so bad at this challenge. Whew. Okay. Gotta be zen. Gotta calm myself, gotta find my center, gotta find my focus. More than anything else, need to be patient. Patience, patience, patience. Every time I stop being patient, every time I rush in, I attack an enemy, I try to get aggressive, anything like that, anytime that happens, I take damage, guaranteed. Gotta be patient. I'm saying that more for my own sake than for your sake. Sorry, YouTube. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna use Guppy's Paw, and that's the panic version of Guppy's Paw that I was talking about earlier. Because, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this particular challenge. I hate this challenge. Oh, Lemon Party is good. Lemon Party is real good. And there are a few hearts back here that we can recover. So I'm going to do that. Full health. Still have Guppy's Paw as a panic attack button. Oh, we're fighting death. Oh, this is so bad. Gosh darn it. Any other boss that we were fighting here in the depth, I don't actually know if that's depth, in the womb, in the wherever we are. I should probably stop talking and focus and not be taking such god-awful dumb damage. If we were fighting any boss that were not flying, Lemon Party would probably massacre that boss. And Death is flying even when he's not on his pony. So Lemon Party is useless, which really, really sucks because I was really hoping Lemon Party would be useful. I took a crap ton of damage in that fight. We got ball of bandages, so that's the third orbital. I mean, it's good with the Halo of Flies. If we had gotten it earlier in the game, you know, maybe it would develop the ability to shoot. But that ain't happening. Oh my god. Freaking Krampus. So, yeah, ball of bandages would have been way, way better to get on an earlier level. Sucks. So remember, we have this floor that we're on right now, and whatever might happen here. And then next floor we have to defeat Mom's Heart / It Lives, and then that's it. Win. Done with this challenge. Never have to come back to this goddamn horrible, miserable freaking situation ever again. Okay. Okay, I've calmed down. I would say that I shoot tears really, really slow. But I don't shoot tears at all. It's my ghost baby, so I can't really complain. Krampus's head, amazing item. Like, really, really good. Do I trade Guppy's Paw? Yes, but I used Guppy's Paw twice first. So this is it. That's our HP. The end. I have 8 soul hearts. If I take 8 hits, I'm dead. The end. Period. Done. Asterisk. Minor, eensy, teensy, tiny little bit of a caveat. Guppy's collar, one of the Guppy items I got to become Guppy, which, I mean, really didn't do anything at all for me, but, whatever. Ooh, Justice. Good item. Not a good item. Bad item. Guppy's collar gives me, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a small random chance when I die to return to life with a single red heart and nothing else. So if I were good at video games, that would be awesome. However, I'm not. Well, I mean, I'm good at video games, I'm just not good at this game. I really want to defeat Chubb without actually using Krampus's head. I really... Oh, man. Sorry. That was my fault. That was me. That was dumb. I should have clarified. I would love to defeat Chubb without having to use Krampus's head, and then also without taking any damage. Because, damn it, I cannot afford to take any more damage. Okay, alright, it's good. I took a hit. I lost a heart. But we're still here. Patience, patience, patience. That is more for me than for you. Damn it, game. I'm gonna do it. Boss challenge. I think we only have to fight 2 bosses here. But one of them is Fistula, so... Crap. Ish. Maybe. Maybe? Alright. Krampus said, it's okay. It was a good use. It was a valid use. I'm alive. I didn't take a hit from Fistula. Vishala's maybe one of the worst bosses I could have fought in here. Loki, maybe one of the easiest. Especially when Mask of Infamy decides, like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and save your ass. It happens from time to time. I'm okay with that. I like it, I dig it, I appreciate it. Sorry, really trying to focus here. My commentary is going to suffer on this level in general because I really just want to finish this damn challenge and not have to do it again. Oh my gosh. I can't afford to be taking these hits. I really can't. 1 penny. Sure. We'll blow this up. No way in a million years am I going near you. This sucks. This sucks so much. So we're down to the wire. This is it. An hour and 8 minutes. So, fair warning. I am going to play this as conservative as I possibly can. Because I really don't want to have to do this challenge again. It's interesting. It's fun-ish. No, it is fun. I do really enjoy the variety in this challenge. Like, it's so abnormal. It's such a weird combination that I would never, ever actually encounter in the game otherwise. It's fascinating, and I love it. But it is also hard as hell, and oh my god, it is so hard. And I don't want to have to do this again. So let's go fight It Lives and be done. Okay, Mask of Infamy, helping out a fair bit. I've already blocked like 3 shots that I very much so should have taken. Also, probably should have charged my Krampus head. Also, oh my god, Teratoma is the worst thing in the universe. I have blocked so much damage that I totally should have taken. Alright, Lemon Party, please save me. So much stress. Oh, we could go fight Satan to finish this challenges. God, no. No way in hell. I'm so sorry. Any other challenge? Maybe? Not that one. Holy hell. I can't believe we won. let's just kick back, relax, enjoy the music. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Relax. I can't believe we did that. Honestly, of all the challenges that we had left that we had identified, I figured that would be the hardest for me to get. Holy crap. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got another rune. That's awesome. Darkness Falls. That's Eve. Now that I have a better understanding of what that one actually entails, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a blast. I like Eve. I love the idea behind that challenge. It's going to be good. I dig it. Suicide King, I hate it. I don't like anything in this challenge. I hate it. It's going to be awful. So probably next on my list. Demo Man, I mean, it's generally not too terribly bad. But as we saw with the last time that I tried to do this one, the bombs by themselves don't seem to be too terribly effective against Mom's Heart / It Lives. So there's a good chance I'm going to have trouble with this one, but only right at the end. But we'll see. And then 2 lock challenges, I don't know what they entail, and then that's all 19 challenges because we're pretending 20 doesn't exist. So, yeah. I'm on a -2 win streak still. That's so sad. Doesn't matter yet. I don't know if there are actually like any unlocks tied to your win streak or anything. There might be. It's also just generally like a pride thing. Like, I don't want to be known as that person who perpetually has a really crappy negative win streak, but you know, we'll deal with it eventually. In any event, oh man, we only have one more piece of the photograph thing that we're missing, I believe. I think. I don't know for sure. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Next time, by golly, I'm hoping that we can complete another one of those challenges. So I will see you there. Also, really, really digging the music here.